to show you a couple more advanced exercises. I'm going to give you 2 variations of each exercise, so you're not trying to start with the most advanced exercise. The first one is a press up with your feet on the Bosu ball. Again, the first variation is starting without the Bosu ball, without your hands on the Bosu ball and just on the ground. So I'm going to put my feet onto the Swiss ball, and here you want to make sure your core is staying strong. You don't want your hips to sag like a normal press up. You're better off to have your hips a little bit too high than to have them sag down. You want to lower yourself all the way down and then back up. And what this exercise does is it gets your legs, your core, but mostly your shoulders. With your arms on the Bosu ball like this, it takes a lot of strength not to start wobbling this way. So again, this is a great core exercise as well as a shoulder exercise for your skiing. Okay, the next one. Again, you can start without the Bosu ball. You can put your feet just straight on the ground, but this is just a basic bridge. If you get really good at this, you can actually use a medicine ball on your feet, and that really works your legs, your quads quite a lot harder. So again, like the press up, you don't want your hips sagging down here. You want to keep them up. Keep your feet close together. Don't let the Bosu ball, the Swiss ball, get too much underneath you. You want to keep it in front of your head. And with that bridge, you want to hold it as long as you can until you can't hold a good posture anymore. The last one is probably the most difficult. And again, you can do this without the Bosu ball and have your feet on the ground. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to lie on the Swiss ball, my feet on the Bosu ball. Now this one, your posture is most important, and also the gap between the Bosu ball and the Swiss ball. You want to put your head and shoulders resting on the Swiss ball, like so. Make sure your hips are staying up. You don't want them sagging down here, and you don't want them too high. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up a weight. You can start with a small weight, but I'm going to pick it up from the side and then push up. And what you want to feel is when you get down to here, I have the weight in my right hand, and your right glute is really activating strongly and pushing down. Your opposite leg is acting as a counterbalance. With your core, you should feel everything working across here. All these exercises are going to help you quite a lot with your skiing. The last one I showed you is really good for your obliques, but also stability from side to side. So I want you to remember that these exercises that I've just shown you are all advanced exercises. I've given you the more basic variation of the last one, where I'm pushing up on the kettlebell. It's easier to use a dumbbell, but you can even start out with both hands, or you can even have both hands but pushing one up at a time. And to put more strain or more to activate your abs more, you can actually move your hand further out to side as you go back, and then push it up all the way to the middle and keep it going back to the side. Now the most important thing again is quality, not quantity. It doesn't matter if you can do the advanced version or the more basic version. You're much better off to use your core in the right way with good posture than to really bust yourself trying to do the more advanced one. So if you have any questions about these exercises at all, or if you're not sure if you're doing it right, make sure you get to vincentsoubiron.com We have a question page there, and we're more than happy to answer your questions. If you want to see how you're doing on the water, see how well your core's working, what you need to work on, make sure you get to vincentsoubiron.com and get yourself a set with Vinny.